It's my favorite time of the year, winter special season. Happy holidays, guys, from all of us here at Mignolaverse.com. Today we actually have quite a little treat for you, a retrospective on all the Hellboy winter specials. All of this while I sit in front of my nice, cozy fire that's real and exists and is right there. It's not fake and I'm not freezing my ass off right now. Good. Let's start off with the very first Hellboy winter special from January 2016. Get your warm socks on because it's about to get cold. Our first story is Broken Vessels, a short story featuring Gal Denner, or Howard's past life, or just Howard's? Is there a correct way to say this? Or, you know what, I'm just sticking with Denner. This one's written by Mignola and Scott Alley, with art by Tim Sale and colors by Dave Stewart, and of course lettered by Glenn Robbins. On a snowy winter's night, Denner is approached by a man who proclaims that he has found a way to return the mythical Vril of Hyperborea to humanity. If you don't know already, Vril is a dubious form of energy that exists in the Hellboy universe, and currently there are way more questions about it than answers. The man reveals that he is carrying the skulls of ancient shamans, which he thinks he can use to restore the Vril. Unfortunately, at this moment, what appears to be the spirits of said shamans come to him, but he learns that only they can command the Vril's power. I'm sure you've never heard of Tim Sale before. I mean, who is this guy? One in Eisner? Pfft, the Long Halloween? More like the Long Shmeem. I especially love seeing how he draws Denner. He seems to be at the perfect level of scruffy, grizzly hobo and awesome prehistoric badass. I actually really hope we get to see Tim Sale draw Denner or even Howard's in the future. I also have to point out in particular the flashback segments in this issue, which are done in this really low contrast but colorful style. It gives Dave Stewart some opportunity to flaunt, and also is just a really cool use of what I think are watercolors, but I don't know, I'm artist dumb, along with just being a great idea to distinguish a change in time. It also serves to romanticize the past a little bit, against the heavily contrasted blacks in the present. Or the past. Because, you know, they're cavemen. So it wouldn't be the present. Because they're in the past. I can explain more if you want. Our next story is Hellboy and the b.p.r.d. 1953 Wandering Souls. This one is written by Mike Mignola and Chris Robertson, with art by Michael Walsh and colors by Dave Stewart, and of course letters by Glenn Robbins. This story finds Hellboy and Susan investigating an old coal tipple, one that Susan has been having psychic visions of. They end up finding out that it is actually haunted by Asian coal workers, who are massacred on the spot, and they simply want their bodies back, which they find are buried underneath the floorboards. We end the book in the spirit of giving. And I mean giving ghosts their rotten corpses back. And I should point out now, one of the reasons I really like the winter special books that you'll start to see. Almost all of these stories have a very, very loose connection to the holiday season, if at all. This issue is about monsters possessing people because they were massacred. However, the characters in the Mignolaverse rarely get to have a happy ending. Their ending is typically limited to, well, crap. I guess I didn't die today. So comparatively to the rest of the Mignolaverse, getting to see some spirits finally rest in peace and nobody dying is like the most Christmassy thing ever. Walsh's artwork here is fantastic. Actually, it feels right at home. What I particularly love is the way that he draws the ghosts, compared to everything else, which is inked. The ghosts seem to be either brushed on or drawn with some sort of cool ink. I don't know. What do you think I am, a professional? The same also goes to Robin's lettering in this one. At least, I'm just assuming that was his choice. I don't really know. Oh, God, yes. Mood swings. The art here is by Michael Avon Oeming, with Chelsea Kane penning the script. And of course, we have colors by Dave Stewart and letters by Clem Robbins. Probably my favorite story in this issue, Mood Swings is all about Liz and how she and everyone around her tries to cope with her very, very violent run through puberty. Between this and The Dead Remembered, I've actually come to find Liz's early life absolutely fascinating, and I really wish we had more material from this era. This issue is hysterical. From Hellboy and Broom's absolutely terrible gifts to each other, and Liz flipping out over being called moody, then of course we get demonic snowmen because, well, duh. And we end up getting among the best moments of pure catharsis in any of the Hellboy one-offs, where Liz literally incinerates them all with her teenage angst. Like, literally, they just leave the forest a blazing inferno. This time around, I actually noticed a great little visual metaphor, where the bird that gets eaten in the beginning actually gets freed by Liz's fire blast and joins its family.
Kinda like how Liz frees herself and joins her family. See? I'm a professional. I can recognize a metaphor when I see one. I am amazing at reviewing art.
Oeming isn't a stranger to the Hellboy universe at all. In fact, he recently did a few pages for Hellboy and the b.p.r.d. Oeming's trippy and expressive art style works really well in this story. It gives our moody teen some really great facial expressions, and the trippiness of his artwork really makes those snowmen terrifying. Okay. How exactly do I review Kung Pao Lobster? Dean Rankin is on script, pencils, colors, and nightmare fuel, and Clem Robbins translates it into understandable language. Just read this one yourself, okay? It's wonderful. I love it. It's my favorite thing. It's drawn really, really well. It makes no sense. Now here's a brand new segment. It's Dan's onomatopoeia of the issue. I wanted to look for a way to highlight lettering artists, but unfortunately for the lettering artists, their job is literally to be as invisible and non-distracting as possible. But luckily, letters are great noisemakers. So what was my favorite wacky noise thing of this issue? Well, first off, honorable mentions to Wandering Souls. Because it's a great one, but looking at it closely, it seems to be drawn by Walsh actually, not Robbins. So it would have to go to Kung Pao Lobster. Where is the justice? I love that one. And that's all the stories in this issue, but we're not even close to being done yet. Because this episode has a part 2. Remember, check it out when it goes live. Or if it's live right now, then go check it out right now. I don't know. I have no idea what time period you live in. Maybe you live in the early 1950s and maybe you live in 2018. I don't know. None of these could exist yet. How are you watching this? What are you? Are you a monster from another universe? I need to hunt you if you are a monster from another universe. If you're a time-traveling monster. Because time travel is important. Have you seen Steins Gate? That show got, alright, well, Steins Gate 0 kind of weird. Review time for Steins Gate 0, alright? Steins Gate 1, halfway through, like, it was great. It was just two science buddies. Then all of a sudden it started getting weird and sexual, and I was like, wait, what? And then I looked, and I was like, oh, it's based off of dating sim, that's why. But, you know, it's toned down for the dating sim kind of thing. But look, come on. Steins Gate 0, it just comes out and it's like, oh, well, now it's getting near porn, and there's some really uncomfortable moments, and it got weird, and I was like, what the hell? Like, half of this is great, half of this is weird. Why is this happening? But, you know, just saying, you know, Steins Gate 0 review there. Why have you not clicked on the link yet? Go to another video. What the hell? Why are you still here? You, just, look. See down below you or above you. I don't know. If you're on mobile, saying directions doesn't work. If you flip it, all right. See if your phone is your phone sideways right now. So I want you to take your phone. You're gonna rotate it one to your right probably, or your left if your phone's the other way. Either way, YouTube. Some phones like you can flip your phone upside down and it'll work, but other phones it won't. Like if you have one of those phones, you got to make sure like the camera part of your phone is up on top. Then there'll be like a list of boxes with pictures in them. You can click on one of those. Dude, you could click on one of those and go away from this. Why would you listen to this? This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm literally riffing right now. I didn't do any work to do this. Like, literally all the work I did was I'm standing right now. I am standing here speaking into a microphone. A microphone. That's what my microphone's name is now. It used to be Ashton, I believe. Yeah, it was Ashton. This is a brand new microphone, actually, but, yeah, now I'm talking into microphone, and, you're just listening to it. Why? You have so many other things you could be doing. What is this? Like, gosh. Gosh. Just go. Leave. Don't return. Oh my god. All right. Bye. I'm done with you. Bye. I'm so done with you. Gosh.